Hi, welcome in again. This is Sean Lewis. I am a motivational speaker. This is part 2 of the last video because I cut me off. So I was just going to finish my point. But God doesn't have a problem with, um, with Christians having money. What the Bible says is the love of money is the root of all evil. In other words, a wrong relationship with money. If you put money or anything before God, that's what God has a problem with. But God doesn't even care if we're super wealthy. In fact, God says in Deuteronomy 8:18, God will give you power and ability to get wealth. And that means God will give you inventions, ideas, creative concepts to make money so that you can take care of your family, provide for the gospel, and so that you can use money as a resource, money as a tool to do good and to enjoy it. Of course, provide a nice life for yourself and have fun, but the Bible says we're blessed to be a blessing. So God doesn't have a problem with that. If you don't believe me, search out the scriptures. You'll find out the truth. But what I was going to tell you is we all go through hard circumstances in life. It's just what you do when you face those circumstances that defines who you are, what kind of person you are. If it wasn't for my faith and my strong belief in God and a wonderful, supportive mom who's a great example, who's always been there for me to help me get places, to give me advice, to help me, to raise me with the kind of belief system I have, I wouldn't be the kind of man I am today. My mom always has made herself available to help me get places, and, sacrifice a lot so that I could do the things I wanted to do, and she did it lovingly because she's an awesome mom. And like I said before in my previous videos, it's just been me and my mom for a lot of my life. My mom has been both my mom and dad. I saw my dad every other weekend, and my dad and I get along great. My dad is pretty involved in his own life. He was a race car driver for 30 years, so he was very involved in that. He's remarried and now lives with my mom, my stepmom in Canada. I talked to him on Skype, but he's a very nice man, very good man. He's very proud of me and the things I'm doing and the man I've become. But he's not a Christian and I am, so we come from different perspectives on a lot of stuff. For a long time, I felt like my dad knew me, but he didn't know me, if you know what I mean, because my dad wasn't there for my daily life. It's always been my mom and me. And he was there for the big stuff like surgeries and when I graduated high school and different stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? I just had an awesome mom. But by the same time, I know my dad loves me and cares for me, and I talk to him all the time. And it's just I thank God for every day for the kind of mom I have, because she's a huge inspiration to me. But I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and he goes, I asked him what he wanted to do, and he goes, I don't know. And I asked him this. I said, if you don't know where you want to go, then how are you going to know when you get there? And he said, you know what, I don't know. And so what I want to leave you with today is you're responsible for your own destiny. God has a purpose and plan for you, but you're responsible to fulfill and carry it out, whether you will or not. What God's called you to do, no one else can do it like you can. There's lots of other motivational speakers out there, but no one has the exact calling and the exact message I do to bring to people. But there's room for everybody because nobody's gift is better than the other. Nobody, it's just different. We're called to do different things. And so, I would just encourage you to find out what yours is and go after it. Maybe you want to be a coach, maybe you want to be a teacher, maybe you want to be a personal fitness trainer, maybe you want to be a musician. Michael Jordan's high school basketball coach told him he would never make it in basketball. Well, we all know that he proved his coach wrong, and because he believed in himself and because he didn't give up. I've always had a very supportive and encouraging family, but sometimes you gotta believe in yourself when no one else believes in you. Thomas Edison tried over 10,000 ways to create the light bulb, and someone once asked him, Mr. Edison, are you tired of trying to create the light bulb? And he said, no, because I only gotta find one way that works. One way that works. People that are truly successful, they're not afraid to blaze their own trails, think their own ideas, and they're not afraid to fail. They're not afraid to fail. Because let me tell you, failure is not a failure unless you don't learn from it. You can use failure to push yourself forward and become a better person. We all make mistakes. I make them every day. It's just what you do about it when you do. And, you can find the strength to get back up even when you feel like you can't. A lot of you might be down because of the down economy. And I would encourage you to look at that differently. Use the time to find out what you're passionate about and go after that. Because you can achieve your dreams and goals. Nothing is impossible to you. Anybody know Bethany Hamilton? She lost her arms to a shark when she was 13. But now she's a motivational speaker and a pro surfer. And there's an Australian guy named Nick Vujicic. He's a speaker, travels all around the world and reaches people. But he was born with no arms or legs. Plays golf, he surfs, he plays tennis, he drives, he lives by himself. I mean, there's nothing impossible to you. Like I said, I've been in martial arts, I've been canoeing in the Fort Everglades, I've been on ropes courses, I go to concerts, go to movies, go to other events, and I just am active and am part of my community like everybody else, Next time you see someone in a chair, don't go up to them with any preconceived ideas or notions. Go up there and try to talk to them. I beg you, you'll find out that they're just like you. They're just in a chair. I have CP, which means I have one part of my brain is affected and all four of my limbs are affected, meaning my arm, my legs, and everything. But, I can still do everything I want to do, pretty much, just in a different way. So instead of giving up on your dreams, approach them a different way. You know, life is like football. Sometimes you gotta find a different way to win the game. Sometimes you win by a touchdown, sometimes you win by a field goal, sometimes your safety sacks the quarterback and you get 2 points. You know, life is about constantly readjusting. Readjusting and changing is not a bad thing, as long as you never give up. The only way you won't succeed is if you quit, give up on yourself, and throw in the towel. When Muhammad Ali faced George Foreman, a lot of people said he couldn't beat George Foreman. And George Foreman was a lot bigger and stronger, but he employed a technique called the rope-a-dope, where he just leaned back against the rope and let George Foreman wear himself out and punch himself out. And then when he was tired, Muhammad Ali just started wailing on him and he won the fight. That's what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta find a different way to win the fight. And if you got God on your side, there's always a way. So go out there and achieve your dreams and goals. Like I said, you know, I do every day. My goal from these videos is to help you redefine what's possible. Redefine what's possible and help you achieve your dreams and goals. I have the same goals as you do. I have a career. I have a girlfriend. I wanna have a family someday. I wanna help people. I wanna continue to build my own business. I wanna inspire people to achieve their dreams and goals. And one day, maybe I would like to own my own professional football team because I'm really into football. So one day that's a dream of mine. So, you know, and you're never too old to dream. You know, some of you might be thinking, I'm too old. No, you're never too old. When it's too late is when you're in the grave. But as long as you got breath, you can still achieve your dreams. God bless you. My name is Sean. If you'd like me to come tell you my story, please contact me via Facebook. Sean Lewis Motivational Speaker. Sean Godsman 26 on Twitter. Or by email. SeanGodsman26@gmail.com. God bless, and I'll send you all the booking information you need, and I'll tailor my presentation to your event. Thank you. Bye. I'm out of here.